And frankly, it's better than a lot of people here in the West do. It's like I'm constantly driving around and I'll see like somebody's Cadillac Escalade, and it's got a big sticker on the back window that says like in loving memory of John Smith, and that's all it says. And I'm all, does that mean the car is in loving memory of John Smith? What does this sticker mean? So my message to people out there is, don't put a sticker on your car that makes it look like your car is in memory to a dead person. It's weird.
It is weird. I mean, I'm kind of like, because like I'm a stranger. I have no idea who anyone in your family or your loved ones are. Yeah. And then the only thing I'm knowing about you, a complete stranger that I wouldn't be paying attention to at all, is like, oh, that person in your life died and I'm staring at their photo, or I'm like reading their death date. It's like, I don't need to know that. Like, I understand.
Like, did they want an Escalade in life? Why did you put this sticker on this thing?
No. Look,
So my point of saying this is there might be some level of this stuff that you're talking about that might be a little more of a healthy relationship with death. My mom died when I was 17, so I had early death experience in my life. I had about 5 family members die before that, so I had to kind of come to terms with it at a fairly young age, and I feel that I have a very different dealing with death than other people do, and maybe it's detachment. I don't know. It's not that I don't care. It's just, there's beauty there to be had.
Right.
When somebody you love dies, I mean, do you curl up in a ball, or do you look outside and are the flowers a little brighter? Is the day a little, do you notice the life around you a little bit more? So it seems like there's some of that healthy belief system in what's going on.
Yeah. And that's kind of like where I am with like, the amulets that I would consider not to be like exploitive is like, I'm working with the spirit, and I might have a deep and personal relationship with the spirit, and, it might have the human remains, but to me, whether it makes sense to other people or not, and I'm sure you can kind of see where I'm at here with this, is it's entirely different when you're plastering the photo of somebody, and you're like, it was, this lady, such and such's name, born, succeeded by, this and this and this family member. And like, this amulet is her spirit, and, it has her remains in it, and you're using this spirit. Like, to me, that's just a little too much. It's like the Cadillac,
Right. Yeah. It's like, what do you hope to get? Because at first it kind of felt like helping the community, but I guess, like you were saying in the beginning, there are intentions. Are you helping the community and your family, or are you helping yourself for personal gain?
Well, and not everybody that makes these spirit statues, the Kuomintang or the prey statues, so like an amulet, like what I described, or like this Pong that I showed you, like those are what are called prey, Prai, so prey statues. So, like, the people that make it is really what matters most, because you'll have some that'll get like, these darker spirits, and then they'll like feed them raw meat, and like, you're never supposed to feed your spirit statues raw meat, because like the meat makes them really feisty, really fierce. And then they'll sell these statues as like, basically cursing statues, like to curse your enemies. And like, I'm not really down with that.
Mad scientist!
I've done it! It's dissect an alien, and it's...
Gross!
You take his insides out and put them back in. Too gross.
Yuck!
That's disgusting.
He's a real slime bucket.